What you want? Baby, I got it. What you need? Do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Mister, baby, when you come home. Ain't gonna do you wrong. Where are you gone? Ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Baby, when you come home. I'm about to give you all my money. And all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my propers when you come home. When you come home. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. But guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care, TCP. Oh, I get tired. You're running out of fools. I ain't lying. Hello. I'm Merlin Lilly. That was Aretha's Respect. Welcome to the Love Show, where we grapple with the question, what is love? Today's Love Show asks, is love respect? The people at loveisrespect.org think love is respect. Peter Gray, PhD, at Psychology Today, says that love without respect is dangerous. It can crush the other person, sometimes literally. To respect is to understand that the other person is not you, not an extension of you, not a reflection of you. This is still a quote. Not your toy, not your pet, not your product. Peter Gray, PhD at Psychology Today. Love without respect is dangerous. I agree. The other person is not yours just because you're loving them. But I do believe in the whole concept where I am you, you are me, and we are all God. But I also believe in a multiverse and firmly in love. I believe firmly in love. So that in that I believe that it is our duty as spirits or souls to understand, and I think that love and respect are key in this, to understand the concept of I am you, you are me, and we are all God, that it's not, that the whole concept is not so simple as, therefore, we all don't really exist. Let's not jump there. We all exist. That would be the most pessimistic viewpoint of the concept, the worst case scenario. Jumping dramatically to the worst case scenario is not what anyone needs. But it's a scenario nonetheless, and therefore it's its own point of view, its own universe. Therefore, I believe that one universe is one point of view. And the fact that all of these other points of view, excuse me, just threw my pen on the floor. We'll just leave it there. The fact that all of these other points of view seem to exist validates each point of view, and makes it exist for a reason in its own universe, in its own point of view. I don't believe that any one point of view or universe is any better or more important than any other universe, including mine. Therefore, you exist in your universe, I exist in my universe, and we all exist in our multiverse. Really, if you think about it, if you look at the world as a multiverse built of love, then you respect each and every point of view. I try to understand as many points of view as I can. I remember as a child, my friend Michelle didn't kill bugs. People would try to kill a fly in front of her and she would block the person and protect the fly. I had never really seen anyone else consider the fly's point of view before. Then I remember reading about the Buddhist monks saving worms from the ground of a new building. And they said that that worm might be your grandmother reincarnated. So you must respect it. Or her. Having respect for reincarnated grandmothers everywhere. I suppose one never knows what one will come back as. But I would say that both Michelle and the monks were loving by means of respect. When Michelle and I were in our 20s, I gave her a tarot reading. I used a non-denominational, simplified tarot deck called the Simplified Tarot. And there are barely pictures, but there were definitely no pictures of birds. And I told her, I see birds. I don't know why, but I see birds, lots of birds. And I did. I saw all of these birds in my mind's eye. Then years later, she ends up working at the zoo with birds. Lots and lots of birds. Now I know why I saw birds. Excuse me. So Michelle specifically was working with California condors. And I know that she personally helped these birds to keep from extinction. They were seriously endangered. And this was the same girl who protected the flies as a kid, and the same person I gave the bird reading to. The same person who ended up working with the birds at the zoo helped these California condors. And I followed them in the news and with her. And I know there's some people trying to take credit for the reemergence of the California condor, but I personally followed these foreseen fowl from where they had been raised at Beardsley Zoo in Bridgeport, Connecticut by Michelle Gaudreau and her team to when they were released here near Mount Shasta. I used to live in Connecticut, and now I live at Mount Shasta. And I have a tie to these birds. When I first moved here, they were not flying around. And I kept track of when they released the birds up here, and since then, I see them all the time. And I know these are Michelle's birds. I don't know how I know, but I just know. I just know those are Michelle's birds. It's like I can feel her level of respect. Her level of love in them. She was my best friend growing up, and I have known her for most of my life. I just know those are her birds. And it's the respect, it's the notice that Michelle took of the fly's point of view. The notice that she took of the condor's point of view. It's that notice, that respect that I see and feel in these birds. To take that kind of notice of another's point of view as to be a means of its own survival. That's love. I think respect, like love, has levels. You can respect your neighbor by saying hello. You don't necessarily have to rush in to save their life, do you? You can respect your neighbor without loving them, can't you? Maybe you can't. Maybe just saying hello to your neighbor is loving them. Perhaps even in some layer of the multiversal onion, saying hello to your neighbor does rush in and save their life and help their survival. What if they were just shattered by some horrific event and on the brink of committing suicide, and your simple act of respect by saying hello saved their life? then respect is love. And it's not gross to love your neighbor or your friend. We here at The Love Show have established in our show, Love is Love Hormonal, that love is not hormonal and not sex. Love is more a spiritual thing, as I believe is respect. I think both love and respect are multiversal as well. They both have levels and both last through lifetimes and time and space. Without love and respect, we just have crazy. Not even chaos, just crazy. Because chaos even has some organization in it. But to throw love and respect to the wind is just crazy. Both love and respect anchor us to sanity. To love and respect our world around us, however we perceive it. But is love sane? It has been argued that certain kinds of love are not at all sane. We will look into this in the coming weeks. We will be making a show entitled, Is Love Elemental or Just Plain Mental? So look for that. We shall see. I think love and respect are one, and I think they are among the most sane notions we can have. What is love? It's respect. What is love? It's respect. Love and respect are the same thing. What is love? Get out there and respect. I love you. Thanks for watching.